next speaker is Dave Wheeler. Dave has been a part of the Toastmasters organization since February of 2000 and achieved their highest designation, Distinguished Toastmaster, or DTM, in 2007. Since then, he has also served as District 53 Governor, overseeing the organization, supporting about 150 Toastmaster clubs with nearly 3,000 members in Connecticut, Western Massachusetts, and Eastern New York State. Dave has degrees in engineering, biophysics, and business administration. Since getting his MBA, Dave has started a number of businesses, including his most recent RealDoggy.com. On an intellectual level, his ongoing learning is focused on how to improve performance using the human mind. He has studied neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, hypnosis, and the works of some of the leading teachers of performance psychology. Now Dave is an expert on how your mind works and regularly addresses audiences on how each of us can improve our performance and achieve greater happiness. Please help me welcome Dave Wheeler.
When I walk out that door, I'm not coming back. When she said that, I knew my marriage was over. At that point, I didn't know what to do, but I knew it worked. It took almost another year before everything was sorted out. But in that time, or since that time, I did find something that made me feel better. Food. Food in our culture is a great anesthetic. Because if your heart aches and your stomach aches, you put a little food into it, a lot of food into it, you'll feel better. Well, the problem is I kept putting more food into it. And more food, and more food. And basically, I ended up gaining this much. I was carrying around that much weight. And what I'm here to talk to you today about is what I did to put down that weight. And it all started about the beginning of this year. And there's three things I'm going to talk to you about. The first is a decision I made. When Carmine introduced me, she said that I've studied a lot about how the mind works. And one of the things I discovered was that we fulfill our own identity. For example, if somebody, well, Heather said she's a dancer and all these various things. That's an identity. Well, I had developed an identity up until the beginning of this year that was somebody who eats a lot. Not too many other things. Maybe doesn't work out quite so much. Well, what I did was, beginning of this year, I made a conscious choice to change my identity. I became a thin person. Well, of course, I changed my mind. My body just didn't catch up just immediately. So I had to do a few things to make sure that my mind didn't get distracted. So one of the first things I did was I got a fitness magazine and found the perfect physique, cut it out, get a photo of my face, put it right on mine. So now I had it right there. I could visualize it. Now, I knew the identity had changed when this happened. I was in the locker room at the gym. Just the fact that I was at the gym was probably a good indicator. But I was at the gym, coming out of the shower, and a gentleman was coming the other way, and he had almost no body fat, like a six-pack ab, very muscular, and the first thought that came into my mind, hey, that's my body. I didn't say it out loud, because in the locker room, that's frowned upon. But I knew that was my body. It just didn't look that way. So what I've developed is that I am a thin person. And the identity impacts every decision I make. Should I have, I don't know, a whole lot of desserts? Well, probably a thin person probably wouldn't. They might have a taste, but they wouldn't have the full cheesecake. So what it is that the identity filters all the different decisions. And if you decide who you are, it makes all the difference in the world. One of the things I like to think of is inside every obese, morbidly obese person, there's an athlete dying to get out. Unfortunately, some of them people die before their athlete gets out. I don't want you to have that happen. So think about what your identity is and make a change.